Hi community. We're going to talk about perception. It's one of the main parts of the kit of Buddhism that's investigated. Perception involves a lot of things, as we all know. So what have we got in there? We use the memory to identify things and compare them, investigate them. It's used in reading and general knowledge and learning skills to identify tools and skills and understand. There's the perception of change. There's assessing, summarizing and judging things that we need to do. And there's also critically misinterpreting and distorted perception. And this is a big part of causing avoidable suffering, which is listed as the second of the noble truths. Distorted perception is also linked to two other things to make a three, called samsara. Distorted perception links with feverish longing, tanha, feverish longing for sensations, to become something, or that something was not existing. This is fed and fueled, so feeding and fueling is part of samsara as well. When you put all the three of these together, it's called samsara vata, the endless travelling on. With feeding and fueling, we get distorted perceptions, and this causes the potential for avoidable suffering. Avoidable suffering is the first of the noble truths, dukkha. Let's have a look at some ways this manifests. So space versus fear. Well, mental space, physical space, even things like architectural design space, pausing, personal space and emotional space. Here's a case, for example, Maya, an introverted artist, and the situation of the story. Maya's distorted perception and fear of judgment from others causes avoidable suffering, making her hesitant to create art. She believes her work won't be accepted. However, with self-compassion, Maya confronts her distorted perception, creating a personal space that allows her to express herself authentically, free from the fear of judgment. What about simplicity versus accumulation? In this story, Olivia, a minimalist, Olivia's distorted perception that accumulation of material possessions equates to happiness causes her loads of avoidable suffering and overwhelms her life. However, through self-reflection, Olivia confronts her distorted perception, embracing the freedom and peace that comes with simplicity. She realizes that true happiness lies not in accumulating material things, but in cultivating meaningful experiences and connections. Emptiness versus control. This is a Jataka-style tale, the wise tortoise, and in it, a tortoise holds a distorted perception that control over external circumstances is essential for safety. This distorted perception causes avoidable suffering and prevents the tortoise from experiencing the freedom of emptiness. However, a transformative event causes the tortoise to confront its distorted perception, finding liberation and peace within the emptiness of its shell. Allowing versus predetermining. Ethan is a parent, and his distorted perception that controlling every aspect of his child's life will ensure their success, and it causes avoidable suffering and hinders his child's growth. However, through introspection, Ethan confronts his distorted perception, realizing that allowing his child to make their own choices fosters resilience and self-discovery. Embracing uncertainty and surrendering to the unknown. Perceiving lacking and clinging to the known. Alex, a young musician, Alex hesitates to pursue their passion for music due to the distorted perception that they aren't talented enough. This perception causes avoidable suffering and limits their growth. However, with courage, he embraces the uncertainty of pursuing his dreams. Realizing that self-doubt is just a distorted perception holding them back. Through these stories, we invite you to reflect on your own relationship with these principles and how they manifest in their lives. Questions for you. Can you identify any instances in your own life where distorted perception has influenced your choices or caused unnecessary suffering? And secondly, how might distorted perceptions hinder your ability to create intentional space for clarity, creativity and well-being? What practical steps can you take to challenge and overcome these distorted perceptions? Remember, the power lies within you to embrace uncertainty, surrender to the unknown, and find balance between the known and the unknown. May your path be one of growth, resilience, and inner peace.